my pride down, put down your attitude. You stop yelling at me, I stop yelling at you. We both said some things, most of it ain't even true.
All up on game real quick, ladies. Don't let these niggas play y'all. Don't let these niggas tell you he gonna take you on a date, and then when it's time to pay, nigga wanna pull out a fucking credit card like he a broke ass nigga. Don't take me on no date if you don't got your own cash, if you don't got your own debit card. Don't take me on no fucking date. That ain't taking me on no date pulling out your fucking credit card. You taking me on a date with the fucking government because you paying the damn government back for taking me on a damn date. So that mean you ain't never take me on a date, so that mean you owe me another fucking date.
Hello. Welcome to everybody to the breakdown. We're doing another live show. You heard video, what's going on. The young lady basically kind of figured that credit cards are no good. She don't want you to use credit cards with her. She don't want you to use nothing that's got to do with credit, because that's got to do with the government. She said cash only. Faith. Yeah. Let's just be real. You know, we done known each other for years, so let's be real. What's your feelings on this?
She's crazy. There's nothing. What is wrong with her? Like,
go
ahead.
Me personally, you know me personally now.
Right.
I know for a fact, credit got everything to do with everything. Exactly. Like, even when you get a bank account, when you go get a car, when you try to get a house, they taking your credit out.
Exactly. So what's wrong with him taking you out on a date with a credit card? You want him to use it.
She said she could use a check card, though.
What? But she said she wanted him to use cash because she said you taking from the government. All that's coming from the government. Huh?
And she said she got a problem with him using a check card. She just got a problem with him using a credit card. That's her issue. If you use a credit card, you got to pay the money back to the government. Like, what?
What money?
That's what threw me, because she said
because
the government
that he's using.
And she thinks it's coming from the government too.
How is it coming from? Oh my God, this lady about to make me sick to my stomach. How is it coming from the? Because I don't understand. How is it coming from the government? I don't
need
get
your blood pressure getting up, thanks. I don't need your We already got 2 sick people. I don't need a third one.
I'm just saying. So what's wrong with him using a credit card to take you out on a date? Why you want him to use his cash? What's the difference? What is the difference to me, though? What's the difference? Period.
Okay, so.
Uh-oh.
All right, so let me play devil's advocate for stupidity.
Oh my Lord!
Because somebody has to defend stupidity every once in a while. I think where the problem with the young lady is not necessarily what she said, but what she was trying to say. The thing about it is she doesn't want a man who is relying on source of income coming from somebody else. Most of these guys will lend, borrow, use just to wine and dine and try to make the girls feel like they're at a level that they're really not. Like the guys who spend $1,000 on clothes but live on their mama couch kind of a thing. I think that's the direction she was trying to go with it. So for a guy who uses his credit card to take you out on a date, to pay for everything in regards to, in her opinion, is false advertising, as if you had money. Because if I get $1,000 credit card, but I only make $250 a week, can I really sustain a relationship? Oh yeah, I have $1,000 credit card, so I can easily go ahead and take you on this date, and I can spend $200, $300, $400 on this date and make you feel like you're the greatest thing in the world. And now this woman who's looking for a man with stability thinks that, oh, if he can afford a $400 date, then he must have a decent amount of money saved up. His bills must be paid up nicely. He must be living somewhat comfortably.
Hell?
No, hold on.
$400 for a date.
This is, if you actually believe it or not, before I get off topic, I'm gonna break that down for you how you can easily do a $200 to $400 date. It sounds like a lot until you do the math of it. It can happen very easily. All right. Okay. So she's getting this concept that this guy can do this. This guy can live this type of life. Now she might not want this kind of lifestyle all the time, but you're perpetrating that you can. So now in her mind, her checklist of things she wants in a mate, stability has been checked off because you did all this with your credit card. Here we are a month later. I'm accustomed to a certain lifestyle. I'm accustomed to a certain dating caliber and whatnot. And you like, well, baby, I can't take you out because I just got this credit card bill and I got to pay $200 this month on my credit card. Why you got to pay $200 on your credit card? Oh yeah, because all them dates we went on, I put it on my card. Now I've wasted my time and energy trying to build with a guy who doesn't know how to financially budget himself. So a requirement for me just got checked off. That's not really a requirement. That's not really the truth. So you don't have this kind of income because when you max that credit card out, you don't have nothing to fall back on. You're back to only having $200 in your check and living on your mama's couch. So I think that's what's the goal where she was trying to go with this, but the way she said it was wrong. Because in her mind, if you can shell out $400 in cash on a date, I see evidence right here and there that you've taken from your budget to provide this form of entertainment for us this night. Okay? Or I've gone ahead and I've done what I needed to. So now I don't feel too reluctant, because now if you saying, well, baby, I took all my little extra money I had and we spent it on this date here, I can't take you out for a couple of weeks. She knows what she's working with. She knows that she only has a bi-weekly date kind of a guy. Is he nice enough that I can deal with going out bi-weekly if everything else is financially stable? Or even worse, you just got paid today. Your check was $400. You blew this whole $400 check trying to wine and dine me. And now throughout the whole entire week, you asking me for $10 here and there for gas money.
That sounds like club etiquette.
So
I've seen that happen.
So now this is what she's looking at. She's looking at how are you handling your money? How are you budgeting yourself? Are you financially able to date? Which is the real question. This is a real question here. So, playing devil's advocate, this is what I got from her situation after seeing the video a few times. All right, go ahead with your question.
After looking at the video a few times, and anybody can chime in, am I wrong for taking the stance of she's in a, what do you call them? Dog, I can't think of what you call it. Like money type deal. Like that's all she's looking at is the money.
Gold digger?
Gold digger type deal. Am I wrong for looking at it that way? Because that's how it came out to me.
Well, Faith, you can go first.
Like a gold digger?
Yeah, like the way I understand what Tone's saying. What she was trying to say, but how she said it, to me it sounded like
she wants that fast cash.
Yeah, I want it now.
Card, like she wants the money right in your.
Like the commercial.
I get it.
It's mine. I want it now.
I get it.
Am I right? Am I wrong? Because that's what I got from it. I was like, dang, for real? That's he can have more money.
She want that quick money. She don't want that. She don't want that stuff that's gonna be, that they're keeping records on. No. Hold on. No, I can't. Y'all been making me sit back here and shut up for a while. I can't take that. I can't take it too much more. When she was talking about the state money,
How y'all know she not using disability money on the first of the month? I want y'all to understand like this. Y'all want y'all to use disability or the unemployment money, man. Some of y'all is like wait until it's time to the first of the month. Your mama or your grandmama get that check, and then all of a sudden y'all want to come out there and take somebody out and use that money. That's what she talking about. Yo, what y'all use that first of the month on unemployment with? Y'all ain't even got a job, but yet y'all want to use the state money.
But if it's my money, why I can't use it?
Man,
okay, I'm getting disability.
Money, man.
I'm getting disability, but it's my money. I paid this money when I was working all these years.
The state is giving you that money, man.
But I'm getting my money back.
Okay, take this out. There's people that getting welfare or getting, I hate to say it, or waiting until the first of the month and they get their money and all of a sudden they want to take a girl out on a date. But you can't even pay your own bills. But yet you can wait on that check to come on the first of the month. And then you want to take her out. Come on now. Don't even sound right. That don't even sound right.
I don't see what the difference is. I got problems. See, I don't see what the difference is.
I'm sorry, Stacey. I couldn't hold it.
No, because my thinking is, over the years, let's say 20, 30, 40 years, you've been working. The government is taking money out of your check. Every time you get a check, your money's getting taken out of there. I know. Y'all know. The money come out later on, either disability or retirement. Your money that you done saved up and they done kept and they holding, you start getting it back. I don't see a problem with it. Now it's different. Well, I can't say it's different because some people are on disability and they've been on disability since they was young.
That's it.
They probably never had a job. You know,
there you go.
Disability.
And they even got a roof over their head, but yet you could go and pay some woman out to eat.
I know some people that been on that and they have their own. They got their own stuff, even though they've been on disability.
But ain't no woman gonna want to wait until you just get that check on that person. That's the only time you could take them out. What about before you get that check? I'm sorry.
In between.
Yeah.
Right?
I know. Where are we going between? Okay, you don't got that money on the first, on the third. You don't took us out on the first and third. What happened to the second to the 31st? Come on now. You can't even buy me a piece of pork chop or a piece of chicken. So you got to wait for that check on the first.
So you can't budget your money?
Like, not if you take a woman, I'm like him. A woman will take you for a high ride on a $400 date because you got to think about the hotel. They want clothes. They want to go out to eat. They're very expensive. So that's going to take that money from you. Believe me. You ain't going to budget that money.
Why are you dating somebody like that anyway? What's the waste of time?
Go ahead, ma'am.
Wait, hold on, real.
Who's dating that guy?
Is that real?
Y'all know, you knew who it was.
Yeah, that's real.
Hey,
yeah,
real.
That's real.
Sorry.
Wait, real.
Like I said, I was trying to wait too, but I can't wait no more.
I'm trying to catch on because she just said a hotel. Now, if we go out on a date, do you mean the date is going? Oh,
the date might turn into whatever, but I ain't gonna be fooling with his broke ass. What's going on here?
I'm for real. He's broke. If he gotta wait until the first of the month, he broke. He ain't got no money.
Bye bye.
So
I'm thanking you, man. Thank you. Whoever you are, thank you. Because you ain't going. That's what they're talking about. Why they gotta wait until they get the first of the month?
No, that ain't even no quality of life. Bye bye.
Thank you. I agree with you. That's what she's talking about with the debit card. Hell no. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
No quality of life. I don't even know what conversation I fell into. What's this?
Fellas, y'all listening to this. Y'all listening to this conversation right now. Majority of women in here, I'm letting you know, you getting a check on the first or the third of the month, it's nothing going down.
It's not happening. El Negro.
They don't care if you work for this money and you get your money back from Uncle Sam that he held for you. They don't care. It's nothing.
I don't care who it's from. It's not enough. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
I don't give a damn if it's from Aunt Fannie Mae. Get out of here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. So you're telling me.
And then you got to know to come up with a debit card. Then you got to know to come up with a debit card that probably don't even work. Come on now.
Yeah, no. Or whatever that fake ass card is when you cash a check or whatever that is.
Thank you.
Account card that ain't even debit. It don't even have a chip. Bye.
Thank you. Don't come to me with no fake ass card.
You can't even swipe the check card if it ain't no money in your
It don't
account,
even have
right?
a chip on it. I'm done.
I'm trying to say.
You know what, real? I'm not with you. Oh, this is not with a chip. I'm sorry. I feel that one.
Yeah.
I feel we
Stop
already know.
They talk about we got to
playing.
stop at the ATM listen before we even go eat.
Fellas.
He ain't got no chip. We can't dip. I'm out.
What's the song now, Annie? It's a hard enough life, y'all. I'm
That's
telling
right.
you right now, they not helping. They not having it. The ladies ain't gonna have it if you got a credit card. Fellas, you hearing it. You hearing it. This is why we do shows, because I want the impact from the women's voices. And they all in agreements right now. And I'm pretty sure
You're going to get the
if
impact.
there are women listening to this show and will be on the breakdown in the group or on the like page saying, yeah, that's right. I agree with everything they say. So, fellas, do not ever retire.
Keep working.
Thank you.
Keep going.
Wait, so y'all telling me
pushing.
y'all want a man to work? Say for instance, your man got a real good job.
Mm-hmm.
He's making good money for a long time. You get married, whatever the case may be. You have kids. Y'all in y'all 60s now. You're 50s. Some people do it in their 50s. It's retirement time. You done been on this job for 20, 30 years. You telling me he can't come off his job?
No, he still
First of all, he needs to learn. He needs to learn how. Now, if he's been on his job that long, hold on here. He should already have a great retirement. He should have put the money into an IRA account or some type of retirement account to back that up. You should be saving some kind of money while you're working. Everybody can't do that, but at some point, I would say if you know you're going to retire, let's just say within 5 to 7 years, you do need to tighten up how you're spending, because you need to have a backup. You need to have savings, regular savings from your salary. You need to have a retirement account of some sort. And of course, you know, when you get in your 60s, you can always draw down Social Security, whatever. But when you're younger in your 50s and you retire, you really need to have an egg nest available so you can live. You can't just say, I mean, it's different when you're talking about what you said, like disability or whatever, you know, something else. But when somebody's been working that long, no. You should take care of yourself, because once you retire, that's all you got. You don't have anything else. You have what you've saved. You have what your company has matched in retirement. And if you're into, you know, doing IRAs or whatever people do these days, you know, and all these trading type accounts, you need to be able to take care of yourself and whoever you're with. If that's what you're doing and you're both working or whatever the hell's going on. That's different from somebody being on disability or something else. Now wait a minute. You can have money. Yeah, but you can't. I mean, some people retire disability retirement, which is a big difference as well, because you do get paid quite a bit on disability retirement. So you're not missing anything with that either. But if you a half-assed person that hasn't really worked or been raggedy all the time or whatever the hell's going on, a bum or whatever, there's no money coming in, don't date. I'm out of here. There's no cash. We need cash to date. And we need your cash.
But none of that really matters if they have a kid. If there's a minor in the house, you don't retire. You can't retire. There's not enough money in the bank account that can cover a child, especially before college.
I think it depends on the people and how much money they're making, because I think I've had several family and friends who've retired with children in the house, and they weren't even 55. They weren't even close. And it depends on how much you make, and if your company is offering an early retirement. It just depends. I know that, and I know that for a fact. So it
can work though.
Sure,
that's
absolutely.
what you're saying.
Absolutely.
It can work, but you won't be dating them.
Now, I'm not dating Raggedy.
Not with no credit card.
Yeah, we're not dating Raggedy now.
We ain't dating with no credit card. You gotta put
Mr. Make Believe. We're not dating Make Believe.
No. I know you missed some of this, but what was being said is the credit card part of it. Don't be using the credit card because you using money that don't belong to you. Now, my thing is, regardless, like I said, retirement. She said the IRA. There are different things that you put in plan when you're working, so that when you do retire or you do get disability or whatever the case may be, you'll have that to fall back on.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm hearing, tell me if I'm wrong, regardless or not, if you have that to fall back on, you need not to be out dating.
That was not what we said at all. Your hearing aid is not working. So, the hearing aid ain't working.
No joke. No, at first,
because nobody said
that's
that.
what I heard. Now you just said
you heard Raggedy when it's regular disability and your ass ain't been working. You ain't did nothing. That's different. Now, if you got savings, you got your retirement, you got all that shit, you're able to live, still pay bills, still go out and have a blast. You can do that. But that regular, I ain't never worked and I'm getting some kind of check, get out of here.
Well, no,
that wasn't nothing.
I brought that up because there are some people that have been disabled since they were young, birth or whatever the case may be.
Absolutely.
That personally wasn't what I was talking about. I just brought that up because I was trying to defend those people that have that situation. And I know it's a lot of people that look at them like, oh, well, you ain't never worked. And
I don't care if they never worked. If the check is small, you ain't working with me. That's the difference.
Okay.
I don't care about whatever else is going on.
Let's put
they waiting for that little $730 to come on the check.
Let me put you on the spot, Real. Give me a number. Give me a number that has to be being made for them to date you. Come on, Real. You've been talking the whole time.
That's not fair. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why it's not fair. Because I'm born and raised in California, so my number ain't gonna match everybody else's. People have to make money here to live. Shit. So I'm going to give you a number, and this is going to be a low number.
Guys, take out your pens. Get your calculators.
I'm serious. This is because that's why I said it's not fair because of where I live. But this is an average low number. If they make under 70, that's a low number. If they make under 70, we can't date. There's no point because expensive $70,000 because and that's cheap. I'm trying to go low and be nice because things cost a lot of money here.
Yeah,
a lot of money.
The cost of living is high.
It is very high.
Yeah.
So you can't try to date somebody and barely be keeping up with your bill. That's not good. Or taking somebody out, and then when you get home, you're in the dark because you couldn't afford to pay your light bill. That's not healthy. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Priorities. Dating should be the last priority. Take care of your business first.
Basically, what Real is saying is like, if you have to look at your check and say shit, you shouldn't be dating.
Right.
That's basically what she's saying.
It's true.
So for all the guys out there, even though she's saying she's from California, you got to look at it. If you can't provide yourself lunch to the next 2 weeks without having to borrow from somebody, you shouldn't be dating.
You should not.
If you can't fill your gas tank up and you have to say 20 on pump 2 every 2 days, you can't be dating. If every time you go to Wendy's, the only thing you ever order is a 4 for $4, you shouldn't be dating.
Exactly. It's true.
If you only go to the movies on $5 Tuesdays, you shouldn't be dating.
Right.
If you don't have your own personal access to Hulu, Netflix, HBO Go, Showtime, or anything,
and all that mess,
and all that, if you don't have your own
credit card,
okay, you should not be dating.
I agree.
If someone in a department store comes up to you and asks you, do you want to apply for a credit card, and you know damn well you won't get approved, you shouldn't be dating.
Yep. Right. That's exactly what I'm saying.
If the only credit, I'm done after this one, I'm done. If the only credit card you have in your wallet happens to say net spin in the upper left-hand corner.
Yeah, some weird whatever, right.
You should not be dating.
A rush card or whatever that shit is.
It says what? Wait, what did you say?
Oh, God, no, he did not just
prepaid card.
Basically, it's a prepaid card.
It's a prepaid. Wait, if you got a rush card from whatever his name is, Rush. Whatever that boy, that man, huh?
It don't. The color of the card don't matter. See,
we don't care about that.
Okay.
Yeah, Russell Simmons Rush. If you got a Rush card,
I know you are.
Russell Simmons Rush card. Bye. And I'm not trying to. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to. We're not trying to do the Russell Simmons Rush card. But,
I literally have tears in my eyes right now.
No, I'm serious. You know what I'm saying? Because, I fell in the room. I was trying to watch football and forgot to call in early. So I'm like, okay. But I'm like, okay. Now, what Tone said was everything that should be, what qualifies. What I'm really saying, if you flip it the opposite direction, is don't put yourself out there. Don't overextend yourself if you can't handle it. That's true. That's the truth. People tend to overextend themselves, trying to front, trying to be somebody, whatever, and then you can't afford life once that female walks out.
Yeah.
Or once that's ridiculous. Don't overextend yourself. For what? For what reason? It's no point.
I got another question for you, ladies. Y'all in here talking about these credit stuff. I know at one time, dating, I heard a lot of women saying that they need to know what their man's credit score is before they move forward. Speaking of not using credit, now listen to what I'm saying now. Of not using credit, you don't want to deal with it. There's nothing to be done with it. Because I know for a fact, when you go get a car, they look at your credit.
Of course.
When you go look at a house, they're looking at your credit.
Oh, they'll do more than that to get in a house.
Well, I know that, but I'm just saying, pretty much anything you're going to pay for, they looking at their credit score. Is that still important with women now, or is it not? Does that, like, as far as y'all feel about the credit cards and all this kind of stuff, does that matter to you?
Hold on, I gotta chime in on this one. Let me
put in on it.
Let me answer for all the ladies in the room, and you know what? Anybody who's dating should know this. Yes, it is very important for a credit score. Now, for a woman to go as far as wanting to know your credit score, that's up to you if you want to share that information. But for them to be concerned about it, that's not a bad thing. No. Because at the end of the day, no matter what, people, even though they do this, you should never be dating just to date. You honestly should be dating and courting and going into a relationship with the end game of possibly getting married and spending the rest of your life with this person. The last thing you want to creep up on you on your wedding day is to find out that the man or the woman that you're about to get ready to marry is $100,000 in debt with a credit score of a 525. Okay? Two reasons why. One, for somebody who has great credit to marry somebody who has bad credit, it will fuck your score up. Okay, we've talked about this on previous financial episodes here on The Breakdown, as well as solo episodes on other shows here on Tone Deaf Radio, but it will bring your score down. And if you're somebody who cares about your score because your parents taught you about what credit meant in home ownership and all that stuff, you definitely don't want to marry that person. I've seen people walk out of weddings like, hold on, nigga, this is not going to work because of that. I have a friend right now who her and her fiance has been engaged for 4 years because this whole 4 years, they've been working to get that nigga credit fixed before they tied a knot.
Wow.
Because she is sitting on a clean record with a perfect score of like 850. Okay? Wow. He has some child support issues, a couple of back student loan stuff, and she like, I'll be damned if I marry you. Because when you marry somebody with debt, they debt become your debt. Okay? So if you owe $50,000 in child support, guess what? We owe $50,000 in child support. And the government has no problem garnishing whoever make money.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
you the one that married him. That's what you did.
But that's why I'm agreeing. Looking for that is good. Second thing is, which probably ties back to the first one, is you gotta know what kind of man you or woman you dealing with.
Yep.
Is she a shopaholic? If she's a shopaholic, does she pay her bills, or does she just let that shit roll over and she'll get to it when she get to it?
And my phone is going to go in a minute. But is one of the questions too? Is he a gambler? Is he a hardcore drinker? Do they have any kind of bad habits?
Bad habits, period.
Yep.
I'm going back in my box and real finna go watch football.
He said box and clicked off before you even finished spinning. But real. The real disappear. There you go. Y'all hear us. We talking about this credit versus cash issue and what is going on with it. What's the whole situation? What's the deal? Oh, shit. Oh. Am I still here? Oh, do you hear me?
What you say?
I'm trying to make sure I'm still here and I ain't disappeared.
No.
Because everybody just went MIA.
I mean, that happens sometimes. I'm sorry that happened to you.
I got thrown. I'm sorry. I was like, wait, did my phone go off or something?
No, you got that cheap internet.
You gonna have to edit it.
Nope, I'm leaving it there. Keep it dirty.
But don't get dirty. Okay, so is cash important then? We talking about the credit. We talking about all this different stuff. Like, real brought up some real important stuff or situations. Is cash important?
Yes, but it just doesn't hold as much weight as credit does. That's the problem. See, here's the thing. Everyday life, you need cash to do basic stuff. You know, you go downtown, you need to pay the meter, or you need to pay the ticket person. If you want to do lunch, but you don't want to charge everything because you're really building up this whole entire rapport, cash kind of helps out. Sometimes when you go shopping, you don't want to use your card because you have the cash in regards to it. It's always good to have some cash on you. Don't do everything with cash only. You got to be able to have a nice balance between the two. With me being a person who works in fraud, credit card theft and ID theft is probably the two biggest things that I see, and it always happens to people who just do basic shopping. So basic everyday use of your card can definitely increase the possibilities of that, which is why I tell some people, switch it up. Do some things with cash, do some things with credit. For a lot of people, it's easier for them to balance their budget using cash over using their charge card. For an example, my job has a cafeteria built into it. Okay, so I can go into the caf any given time. I can buy basic snacks and treats and drinks, or I can have actual real meals throughout the day up until 5 o'clock. For somebody who just swipes their card, that can add up real quick. Might start with just a soda, might turn into some chips, might actually get lunch, might go back and get something else. You do this periodically throughout the week. Something that may have been a couple of things here and there has now turned into about $150. That can add up real fast, okay? But cash can work in your favor, because if I take $40 out the bank and I say, this is my lunch money for the whole week, you're going to be a little bit more careful. Do I need that soda, or did God give us this great thing called water for a reason? Okay, I'll drink water. Ooh, guess what? We got free coffee over here. So I need energy. I'm going to drink this shit over here because it's free. Or, damn, they making fajitas for lunch today, but that shit $8. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and get these fries for $2. You know, it makes you have to learn how to balance your money. That way, when you do stuff with your card, you already have this mind state of, do I really need this, or am I buying it because I can? That used to be one of my biggest problems as a shopaholic. I would have $1,000 in the bank. I would pay my bills. I would still have $400 left over, and I'll be damned before that weekend is over with. I done spent that $400. Okay? But when I started doing things like, I got $400 in the bank, I'm only taking out $100. And I have $100 in cash. I would make that fucking $100 last not only the weekend, but 3 more days in between. Okay? Because I've given myself a limitation. So now, here comes that following Friday, and I get my next check. Guess what? I still had $300 in the bank because I didn't use my card, because I didn't know that money was there. Also, using cash over using credit all the time helps you manage things that you have expenses for. So earlier we was joking around about if they don't have their own access to like Hulu or Netflix, they not ready to date. Well, sometimes those little expenses creep up on you when you least expect it. Like, it's the 15th of the month, you don't get paid to the 16th. Netflix don't give no fucks, so they gonna take their dollar. They gonna pull their money. Now that $10 charge that you got just turned into $45 because you got a $35 overdraft fee. Okay, little things like that. But living off of cash, guess what I can do? I can walk into a Best Buy or a GameStop or a Walmart, and I can buy a 3-month subscription card instead. So now I buy this card instead with cash. I put that on my Netflix. My Netflix is covered for 3 months. I don't have to worry about something that could have been just $10 turning to $45. See? So sometimes cash can be your friend if you use it right. Okay? Don't put all your money in cash. You got to learn how to separate the two.
Now,
take
Tom,
a certain.
I still have you. I know I got parents that's listening to us.
Shit, you're talking to one.
This conversation. But I'm just talking about that aren't physically here. They hear what we're talking about.
Shit, you're talking to one still.
We brought up we brought up the situation about later on having problems with money or credit or whatever the case. When is the best time to start a kid on a bank account?
Truth be told, before they born.
Okay.
See, and this is the reason why I have to say it like this. As a new parent, and this is me saying because I have 2 kids under 3 and 5. Well, shit, my youngest turns 3 on the 16th. So by the time this drops, she just turned 3. Yeah, and I really.
My birthday's Saturday, so my birthday a day after hers. So look around.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Not to be getting back serious. No, start that bank account early. You see, when the woman is carrying a kid, you know right away there are going to be some expenses that you need to prep yourself for. So a lot of stuff is given to you at a baby shower because that's the whole reason why you have it. You get your diapers, your cribs, all that stuff like that. Some parents get lucky because you had the kids so close. A lot of that stuff you still have, so you don't have to buy it. But what you can do is the minute you find out you're pregnant, open up a second account. Okay? Open up a second account. I usually recommend doing it at a credit union or at an account away from your standard banking account so you don't find yourself moving money between the two. But just put it in a second bank, put it in a credit union, put it off somewhere where you don't access it too often. And every time you get paid, put $25 or $50 in there if you can afford it. Don't break your pocket if you can't do it. But if you can afford it, put like $20 in it every week. Okay. If you putting $20 in that bank account every time you get paid during that 40 weeks, okay? During that 40 weeks, you should have about $400 in there. All right? If you get paid bi-weekly, you should have about $400 in there. If you get paid every week, you should have about $800. Okay? Let's just say $500 to average it out. So the kid gets here, boom, $500 is right there. Whatever you need that you didn't get at your baby shower or whatever adjustment that you need to make right away, you've created yourself a savings account already. Okay? You keep building into it. What ends up happening is as little things for your kid becomes needed, okay, you have it. Then what happens is you don't stop using this account. You slowly keep putting money in this account. You keep putting money in this account. You keep putting money in this account. So now you're building that nest egg for your kid at a very young age. Okay? This kid now has something to fall back on. While the kid is young, you're definitely building this account in the sense of making things a little bit more easier for you when it comes to taking care of your kid. All right? Second thing you can do is when your kid hits that age when you can now start talking to them about what money is, and believe it or not, you can probably do this around about 6 or 7 years old because these kids are extra freaking smart this day and age. Yeah, you start teaching them about what money is, and how money is. That you're now teaching them to take little things like the pennies they find around the house. You put it in a jar, you put it in the bank. Now you're still putting money to the side, but you have them doing the same thing with a piggy bank. And then when that piggy bank gets full, they go to the local bank. You take what was ever in that piggy bank and you transfer it to this account. You slowly built this account up. Okay? Yeah. Now they're 10, they're 11. They have needs. You can add them onto the account to help them start depositing their own money in regards to it. Remember, you've done nothing but put $20 in this account ever since it's been open. Of course, you've taken away from it because that's life. Okay? But there still should be some flow going into this account. All right? Once you tack your kid onto this account, they can start putting their own money into it. Another trick that some parents tend to do is they'll take a large lump sum and stick it into a CD. That's a certificate of deposit. And then they'll let that CD grow for 10 or 20 years. And when that 20 years comes, boom, here's money that you give to your kids. The one thing that I've also learned is as parents, when your kids hit that age where they can start getting a credit card, don't go out and just let them get a credit card. Tack them onto your credit card. Add them as an authorized user on your credit card. The reason why you're doing this is because since you're financially responsible, you're going to make your credit card payments every month. You're going to make sure your card is taken care of. You're going to make sure that everything that needs to be done is being done, and your kids are benefiting from it too. So every time your score goes up, their goes up. They start to have a credit history because they're tied to your card. Now, because they have a credit history, when it's time for my daughters to want to go buy their own car, they're going to walk in with an 850 credit score because daddy bust his ass to make sure they got there. And during this time frame, I'm teaching them about money management, credit card management, home ownership, debt collections, bankruptcy, all these different things that white homes do automatically. Because I know in the black community, it's kind of hard to teach somebody how to manage your money when it's hard to fucking get money to begin with. And because the black community, especially the older people, they still believe in stuffing their money in their mattress, that they don't even know what money management is. Like, a lot of people have grew up in, if you ain't got no cash, we ain't doing business. Okay? So these are things that you have to kind of teach yourself to teach your kids, because we rely too much on the school system to do all the work for us when some of this stuff they don't even know about. Like, most kids will walk into their first day of college, they will go get their books, get their class assignment, get their books, and before they walk out the bookstore, they're being bombarded with somebody saying sign up for a credit card and getting instantly approved. And I'm not just saying a $200, $300 credit card. They're getting approved for like $2,500. You don't fucking give an 18-year-old. You don't give an 18-year-old $2,500. You don't do that. But because they don't understand how credit works, they don't know that there's consequences to these actions. So we have to teach them how to control these consequences. And to do that, we have to sit down and prepare them for these situations. Every black person has a game of Monopoly in their house. Okay? This is not even an argument. This is me setting up something. Because we have a game of Monopoly, we have the tools right there to teach our kids how money works. Okay? How money works. Matter of fact, I'll do you one step further. Who remembers the very first episode of The Cosby Show? And I know we all watched it.
Wait, you said what? No. Say it again?
The very first episode of The Cosby Show.
I remember.
Okay.
The one where you taught him about the money?
Exactly.
With the Monopoly money? Mm-hmm.
Yes. The very
and
first thing.
He can live off of, I remember that.
Every parent needs to do that. And the reason being is because kids don't understand inflation and how money really works. Because we've taught our kids that as long as you got cash, you can do whatever you want. That's why you got so many girls out here who's willing to sell their body just to have cash in their pocket, but nobody's teaching these young ladies how to make their money work for them. Okay? I'm not mad at them for doing that because you got to do what you got to do, and the only way you know how to do it is doing that, then do it damn good. Shit. But if someone told you mathematically, if you charging $100 for this, you do this many times, and you take what you got from here and you put this much up over here, that's less dicks you gotta suck and more money you can spend. But nobody's teaching them this. As wrong as it sounds, it's literally that simple of a conversation. So if you can start a fund for your kids as soon as possible, do that shit. The minute, if you want to be extra careful, the minute you just like, I'm gonna fuck him, let me go open a bank account. Because if you want to get that prepared, you can do that.
Oh my God!
And we gonna have Tone on with the other, experts as far as credit. It's rounding that time for us to do another credit show. So make sure y'all pay attention, watch the group. Watch the like page because we'll let y'all know what's going to happen in advance because every time we do a credit show, we get a major response, which I didn't know it was going to be that big of a response, but people really appreciate that, and I'm glad we got that connection where we can do that because we never did it before until we came to Breakdown. So be on the lookout. We will be doing those shows. Christmas is coming up, so I think I'm going to try to do it before Christmas. So make sure y'all pay attention. Keep an eye out on what's going on. I see Faith still in here. Ladies, y'all still here?
Yep.
We ain't lose nobody, did we?
No, we here.
Now, we talking about this credit and this cash, money in hand. We don't want to deal with the credit bills, whatever the case may be. I'm trying to think of everything she said in that video, how the money belongs to the government. Do y'all agree with her? Like, I know y'all said, she said some crazy stuff, but as far as the concept of it, to me it sounds like y'all agree a little bit.
I don't get what she means from the government. So what she means is the government money. If he got a card, I mean, it depends on what kind of card he uses. But why should it even matter if he's taking you on a date, though? I mean, he didn't have to take you on a date. I mean,
because he's using the state money, Mom. He's using the state money. You still talking about that money? He's using the state money. He's waiting on the first or the third. But come on now.
Hold on. No, we talking about the credit card, though. We talking about the other money.
On the first of the month, you got to put that money on the credit. In order to get that check, you got to have a credit card. The state give you a express care card because I get a check on the first of the month. You got to have a credit card. You got to have a first of the month. You got to have a straight deposit card in order for you to get
card,
that
though, right? That's a check card, though, right? Like
no,
it's like a check card.
No, it came from state employee. It's a check. Like when you open an account for your disability, you got to have. They are not going to give you no more paper check. You have to have a credit card. You have to have a card. When you get unemployment, you have to have an express card. You got to have a card. If you ain't got no card, you don't get that money. So you got to have. So it's state money.
I'm still
it's state money. No matter what way you look at it. And I haven't worked. It's state money. There's people out there that's waiting on that state money just to go out on the date.
But that's the deal with budgeting still, though. I don't see, I'm trying to understand. I'm trying. Because,
yeah, that's crazy.
Because like I said earlier, my thinking is, if I put this money in, they're taking this money out of my check. I want my money back when I retire.
That's you. There's people out there, like, for instance, like me. For me, I just get $733 a month. How in the world I'm going to take somebody out on a date and I can barely pay my rent and I'm waiting on the first of the month for the check to come?
Oh, well, see, in that case, okay, I see what you're saying now. Okay.
That's state money.
Okay, I see what you're saying. But it's still... never mind. I'm trying. Fellas, I'm trying. They ain't having it. I'm trying.
I don't know what to say. I have nothing.
Sassy,
you waving that little state card, waiting on the first of the month. Knowing you ain't got no money, you waiting on the food stamps to get on the food stamps. They even got food stamp credit cards, so they even waiting on the food stamps to get on the credit card. Come on, man.
A food stamp credit card. I'm done. I'm done. She's marking y'all out about the little
because it is food stamps and cash on it.
Cash to come on that card. So what they gonna do? Wait for the food stamps to get on that card and for them to go buy you something to eat because they sure can't get it no other way.
I'm done. I'm not talking anymore. I'm off this line.
Dang. Fellas, I tried.
Good night.
Jesus, I'm off.
He said it's time for the benediction.
Yes, may the Lord watch. Look here. Look.
It's the truth, though. You know there's food stamps on that card. Turn the card over and put in a different number.
And we're on the breakdown and we're about to close out. No,
that is wow.
I know.
I'm completely at a loss for words right now.
Okay.
Like, I'm just so.
That's funny. That's funny.
Hey, you know that don't happen. That don't happen. I'm just
no.
Fellas, I'm trying to help y'all.
You can't.
It's not gonna help him. It's not happening tonight.
That's not.
I tried so hard. Since I'm at a loss
what you
for words.
said earlier, it's the hard knock life for us.
Hey, make sure y'all go.
We're gonna send you a picture of the food, Jacob. We're gonna send you a picture of the food stamp credit card.
No, that.
I've seen the. Now I don't know if this card is the same everywhere, but I know in Alabama there's a blue card. I know it's a blue card.
Ours is gray. It gets money on it and your food stamp.
Yeah, you can get your money and your food stamps or whatever.
That's the credit card that you're talking about.
I've never had to get cash. Now, when I was in Minnesota, there was an issue and some problems. I had to come off work for a minute, and because of me coming off of work, I did receive a card. Now, at that time, because of the money that I was making, they told me I couldn't get cash. And I wasn't making a lot of money. But I really only wanted dental because where I was working at the time, they did not offer us the dental and the health insurance and all that kind of stuff. We didn't have that option. So I went to basically get the option to use because I had some issues with my teeth and I really needed it fixed because I was in a lot of pain or whatever. And I couldn't pay out of pocket. So I went to get help. And they told me the only way we can help you is if you get everything. And I was like, what you mean get everything? They was like, yeah, you gotta get stamps, you gotta get cash. They wouldn't give me nothing. Next thing I know, some situation happened and I had to leave the job or whatever. And I went back to them. And because I was not working, I got stamps, I got cash, I got everything. And I was like, are you serious? So you'll help me if I'm not helping myself. But if I'm trying to help myself, you can't help me.
You need help with that echo.
And it just popped up. I don't know where it came from.
Who's that? Is that real?
Oh.
Yes, he came back.
I think somebody ear hustling. They got an echo. It's okay though. We gonna work it out. Cause we don't want no. Oh, they probably took off now. But that was the issue though. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out, like, since y'all in agreement about this credit card, not to be using it to take you out on the date. Because y'all do realize, even with a credit card, when you uses it, you have to pay that money back. Y'all do realize that, right?
Who's to say you had the money? That's why you paying the money.
Huh?
Who you paying the money for?
The credit card company. If you don't, they gonna come get you.
That's why they don't want you to use the credit card.
Come on now, y'all.
No money up there.
Y'all women in here.
That's
I know y'all done had. Y'all done had cards.
Exactly right, Mom. That's exactly right. You can't use no credit. You know how them credit cards, you can overdraft on them credit cards. You ain't got no money on there in the BS. You try to take somebody out to eat, you ain't even got no money up there because you got to pay it back. You can overdraft. That's why I don't want you to take that credit card.
What?
You got an overdraft fee, and you allowed up to what, $500, $300 of overdraft fee. You ain't even got no money, but you out there bling taking somebody to eat.
And you know a lot of people doing that. A lot of people doing that, though. Ain't no money on their
card, but they overdrafting.
They flossing big time.
Mm-hmm.
Do you consider that the same as like Tone brought up earlier? Well, maybe I brought it up because we was talking about it. Being in the club and you pretty much throwing money everywhere. Now, I personally have witnessed this. People in the VIP section. If Mike was here, he would adjust this because we've seen this ourselves. They're in the VIP section and they throwing money. They're getting money from the bar. They saying, "Oh, here go $1,000. Give me one." You give them all the ones and thousands, 1,000 ones, and they take it up to the VIP section, and they throwing money. At the end of the night, they asking people to help them to get some gas to put in their car.
That's sad.
Because they was flossing all night in the club. They buying bottles. I'm talking about they living the good life. It's just going down. Everybody sees them. It looks good. At the end of the night, and now my capacity, I was working security. I was bouncing. So we have to wait for a while before we get paid out. And certain ones come out and they, like the bartenders will come and throw us something. The waitress will throw us something if we're working in their section. Then we get paid out from the club. After you get paid out from the club, the bartenders pretty much like, other than the owners, are the bouncers, are like the last people to leave the club usually. When we leave the club, there's people outside sitting in their cars because they got no gas in their car. And it was the same ones that was in the clubs throwing money, flossing, big time, looking all, man, I got to figure out how I'm going to get to work tomorrow. Because they ain't got no money now. Is that the same thing with the credit card? Are y'all saying that's the whole...
Yeah.
That's a question. Said that quick.
Yeah.
Y'all agree? You agree, Faith?
I agree.
I agree with what? What?
You ain't got no money, but you throwing it. You throwing it.
You just throwing that money? But what?
As far as the credit card goes, it's just
so they have money, but they threw it all out.
Yeah, they didn't throw all their money out during the club. We got to floss. We got to look good. We in the VIP section. We popping bottles.
That
Every time you turn around,
worth spending time with. If you're that irresponsible, then we can't even kick it.
Now, mind you,
yeah,
some women up there doing the same thing.
Not as much as men.
There's some women up there doing it too, though.
Well, yeah, that's true.
I've seen it. I know it's true because I've seen it myself. And I come out the club, and I'm finna get in my car, and they're like, "Hey, you got $5 I can put in my tank?" Are you serious, dude? You just spent $800 in the club buying bottles. You don't have $5? What if, okay, let's just say you dating somebody and you see this going on with them. And you leave the club, you get ready to leave the club, and the dude that you dating is the one asking for $5. What would y'all do?
Oh my God. No, he need to walk home.
Can you please? Because I missed that whole.
Get it.
He need to walk home and don't even come to my house.
Wait, hold on.
He need to walk home and don't come to my house.
I said,
hold on. So repeat that.
I said, my question was, what if you're dating someone and you're dating them and y'all at the club together? The guy that come out there asking for the $5 is the dude that you dating.
Right.
And you witness this, that all the time in the club he was throwing money, he done bought bottles, he buying you every drink that you want, you could desire. It's like you throwing money everywhere like this.
He's still gonna walk home.
Well, wait, and then he asks you when you come out
for $5.
And then you come out the club. You come out the club and he say, "Babe, you got a couple dollars I can put in my tank."
Okay, so first of all, neither one of us are going to the club together anyway. So
what if you don't know though?
Right, like I said, we're not going to the club together because I'm not. No. And then second of all, if I did, and you come out and ask me for $5, then we're gonna walk back in that club and you're gonna pick up that money that you just threw on that floor.
Oh, that money gone. That money gone.
That money gone. Them people don't touch that money, man. That money gone.
You can't even go back in because security at the door like, yo, we closed.
Well, you about to.
I was getting in my car, leave him standing there.
You're gonna be looking like a fool because
so
you shouldn't throw all your money out there, you dummy. What?
So you'll have a backup where you'll have your car there.
Yeah.
You're not gonna give him a ride though.
No, you threw your money. I'll say thank you for the drink. I'll say thank you for the drinks that you have brought me, but I'm sorry. You have to find your own way home.
Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a guy.
Solomon came. He had to come out of hiding. Why you breathing like that?
I was leaving my office and getting ready to go to the bathroom, and I happened to hear part of the conversation. So let me make sure I heard this correctly in the hallway. So you and your man is going out on the date, and he making it rain like it's fucking El Nino
in the club.
But he didn't think about filling up his gas tank before y'all got there.
No, he didn't think about that.
No.
And he buying bottles. He's throwing money. You want something to eat, babe? Hey, give my babe 15 wings, man. Yeah, get 15 wings. Throw some fries on there. He just spending money like it ain't nothing.
Okay, so
y'all need to walk home.
Ladies, here's a little secret that you need to know. This is not. First of all, 9 times out of 10, you ladies know that your man is stupid. Okay? Like, even before we've gotten on this date, y'all know that y'all have a dumb man. So, I'm not putting any responsibility on y'all, but sometimes y'all do gotta repeat stuff to y'all man. So, if y'all getting ready to go on a date, I don't even care if y'all just going to Chili's for the 2 for $35. Ask your man, is there any gas in the tank before y'all head out that door? But let's just say you got a man that not only is he dumb, he lie quick. So he says, nah, babe, I got it. Gas is taken care of. We good. So, you want to enjoy your time and not have an argument. You say, yeah, sure. Okay, cool. Ladies, there's this feature or this app that you can download on your phone. It's called
Uber.
Okay. What you want to do?
It's called Uber. That's right.
What you want to do is when your man has done some dumb shit that you don't even want to claim him until at least the next 48 hours, what you do is you take this app out and you push this button that brings a car to you. But you tell the Uber driver, stop 2 buildings down, because you can do that. Stop 2 buildings down. You say, babe, I don't know what you're going to do. I got to go to the bathroom. So you proceed to walk like you about to go in the bushes, because you remember the club closed, and you hop in this car, and then you text your man as the car's taking you home and says, well, you know what, babe, I took an Uber to go get my wallet. I'll holler at you when you get home.
And that's what you do. My house afterwards.
No, we're going to assume you two love each other and y'all live together, but you leave his dumb ass there, because I'm sorry.
He's gonna figure out his own way.
If we going out on a date,
the only reason I brought that up is because everybody know I used to be a bouncer. In the capacity of bouncing, I've literally seen it. And if Mike was here, he'll tell you, we've seen this on numerous occasions.
No, I'm not disagreeing with you. Hence why I started the conversation with, ladies, you know your man is stupid. Because that's a dumb thing. No matter where you go, you don't. Okay, I have this thing. I don't go out if my tank is less than a half a tank of gas. Okay? One, because I don't know where the fuck we going. And I don't want to take no chances. 2, I don't know where the fuck we going. So we can end up anywhere, and I ain't got no gas. So you done had me drive all the way out here, and I'm at a quarter tank of gas just getting here. I need to have more than a quarter tank of gas to make it home, because we get lost, I'm gonna burn more gas. So if I can't at least get from point A to point B and back to point A with a half a tank of gas, I ain't going. That's just me. Okay. Now, if I'm going, I'm putting money in the gas tank. Okay. Another quick financial tip for you people. Even though earlier we were joking about prepaid cards, a prepaid card can be your best friend as a gas card. Okay?
Yeah.
Take a prepaid card, throw about $20-$30 on it, put it in the glove box. Okay? Put it in the glove box. Why? Because everywhere you go, you might not be able to pay cash to get gas, but damn near almost every gas station, you can at least pull up to and stick your card in there and at least take out what the amount you have on your card worth of gas. Okay? A lot of people tend to just get credit cards, and that's the only thing they do is use it for a gas card. But if you one of the people who credit score might be like a 525, so you know damn well you ain't getting a credit card, Get a prepaid card. Take that Rush card, that NetSpend card, that random ass card that comes in the mail that's nowhere near activated and you don't even know where the fuck it came from, and use that card as your gas card. I got a cool one that looked like a little freaking cassette tape. That's why I pay all my tone deaf radio bills with. That way you're not getting in my real account. But I also do it for my gas. I got one for my gas too. So I'm never not without at least $35 on a card to go ahead and get gas. So for all you women out there who happen to have stupid men who make it rain in the club because they want to be all boss baller and show they got it, but forgot to fucking put gas in their tank, buy their dumb ass a prepaid card for Christmas. It's the gift that keeps on giving, and it's free. So
that's true.
Put $35 on it and say, baby, I love you enough to not let you be out here stupid. Leave this in the glove box. And that's what you do.
We toward the end of our show. We appreciate everybody that has joined us tonight here on The Breakdown. Make sure y'all look out for our next show. We'll let y'all know what we're doing. We won't do a show next week because next week is Thanksgiving. So we will not be on the air next week. We'll probably play something of one of our previous shows so that y'all be able to hear it if you're in the group or on the like page. We'll post it.
Okay, put my pride down. Put down your attitude.
Take some time
Stop
to
yelling
think
at
about all the
me.
things
Stop
that
yelling
you
at
want
you.
versus
We
all the
both
things
said
that you
some
need.
things. Most of it
And by all
ain't
means,
true.
don't break down. Until next time, y'all enjoy Thanksgiving, and we'll see y'all the week after.